What is up, my friends? Welcome to the first video in this new module. And so we're talking about Instagram. Now, this is really as simple or as difficult as you want to make it. At the start, I would recommend just keeping it as simple as possible. We can take a look into like my previous posts and what I did and maybe generate some ideas for you. But there was a turning point here, right? This is a tip. I was actually talking with Justin Welsh and he's like, I'm just going to go through your entire Instagram profile and reverse engineer what you did and what did well. And that's exactly what he did. And he's growing. So that's the same with any platform, YouTube, Twitter. Just literally study the person for a day. Go back through all of their content and study exactly what they did and where the turning points were in terms of engagement. Because you see, I'm getting like 500 here. We scroll down even further and you can see like this is a process of iteration. Everything is a process of iteration. Not everything is good. Some look ugly as hell and others look perfectly fine. So look, 30 likes right here compared to the 500. So it's like, where's the turning point? But throughout this entire time on Instagram, I've literally just been copy pasting my tweets, and my engagement on Instagram is better than 1 million follower accounts that post like body pictures. Why? Because good writing. Tweet writing. Practicing your tweet writing is what is going to show you human psychology and what causes people to react and engage with your posts. I will always outperform people with the best looking bodies because I know how to write a post that is relatable and hits someone in just the right place so they engage and share with it, right? This is about ideas, not like bodies or whatever it is. And so this entire time, since I started on Twitter first, I had an entire backlog of tweets. I literally just went back to my old posts from 2 years ago and kept a bookmark of those, and then would go in and just copy paste them into a template I had at the time. That I just did that every day, and it eventually started to catch up with my current tweets, and then now it's just like a consistent cycle. But you can do it like this, where you create something in Canva and post the text there. This is Canva, by the way. It's like a free web-based Photoshop, but I'm going to show you the easiest way to do this, right? Because the one thing that you need to realize as well is, think about this. And this is, again, another reason why Twitter needs to be a pillar, even though it's vastly underrated right now, which is a good thing. And it will continue to be underrated because people don't see this value in it, right? People don't see the value in Twitter as a foundational pillar because they don't understand the power of good writing. They don't understand Twitter as a platform. They know that there's more people on other platforms like Instagram, which isn't a good thing. That's not a good thing. But think about this. What posts go viral on every single platform? Screenshots of tweets. If I screenshot a tweet and post it on LinkedIn, it's going to do 10 times better than any organic post on LinkedIn. Same with Facebook, same with Reels, same with TikToks, where you just paste a tweet. You see it all the time. You may not have made that connection, but Twitter is the foundation of every other platform for content doing well. So you need to get Twitter right, and then every other platform just falls into place. And so the easiest way to do this is what I started doing right here. And now, again, this is another important reason of why tweets do best. My engagement started picking up when I started including the engagement of my tweets. This is social proof. If someone sees this and they're like, oh, they're like, oh, this got 1,000 likes. That's crazy. And they're going to like it because it's already validated. It's a validated idea. And so the way that you get this view is on your phone. I can't really do a voiceover of a video from my phone like I can here, but I'll show you how to do it in Canva. Either way, you just have to screenshot from your phone and do it. So how I do this is it's straight from the profile. Don't click on the tweet. Don't do anything, because it looks best when it's from the profile, and that's how you get the engagement under your tweet. You see, that's how it's formatted. You can kind of see it, but you can see the engagement right there. So this itself is just straight from my profile. Like no lines on the side, no anything, just plain tweet, screenshot it. And then when you screenshot it on the phone, you can like crop it. And then from there, you're going to go to Canva on your phone, the phone app. You're going to click Instagram post. And now you upload it. God, this is all over the place. I don't need any of this. And let's look at, I'm pretty sure I have some in here. Is it elements? Uploads. Yeah, so you can look at this. So this is one that I screenshotted a while ago, right? And then you just drag it in. And now what you do on your phone is you go to the side, and then you click on the background. And this is 10 times easier on the phone. But then you go to the color, you click that, boom, what do you know? And then for the, like you want it to look nice and professional as you can. So what I do is I'll go to elements and then I'll click one of the elements that I just want the shape. But then on the phone, you can do this as well. And you just cover up what doesn't look right. And then you change the color of that to black. And then you can duplicate this and you can cover that. You can cover the 3 days thing. And then you can just make it look like this, right? So it's clean. But eventually you can do this for a long time, right? The engagement really does help with your engagement on on Instagram. But I would do that that's maintaining consistency, and it's good enough to grow on Instagram. It really is. That's all you need. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't worry about copy pasting your tweets. It's a completely different platform. Just if they get angry, then oh well, they're not following you on Twitter. You're a Twitter. You're a writer. That's what you are. You're a writer. You're not an Instagram famous person. So that's how you repurpose your content. That's really it. If you want to get fancy with threads, you're going to have to learn like Photoshop, or you can do this in Canva. There are plenty of tutorials on here for learning how to make a cohesive carousel. So you can put your threads in here. Lost the word. You can put your threads in here. But you have to keep in mind that carousels only allow 10 slides. And so this is a good way to incorporate longer form content is with carousels. So another way you can do it, and what I've been doing since I have more of a balance now, is carousels of tweets. And so another way you can do this, I don't know why I showed you that whole screenshot thing. The way of screenshotting that I just showed you is a way of making the engagement look better and more clean. Because with the other thing, TweetPic, this is what I use now, just because it's fast and it's simple. I have my account, but then you go to screenshot tweets, and then you would just go to Twitter, and let's say I want to post this one. Oh crap. Then I would copy paste that here. But the thing about this is that you need to pay for it if you want to take this off or if you want to edit things, because I have my black and white template, and then the likes and retweets, they just don't look as good, right? That to me, they don't look as clean. I'm very like design oriented, and I take into account the little details that will make more people engage. And if it looks better, if it looks more organic, then they're going to engage more. And once it gets over 1,000 likes, it adds a period. So it's not a specific number that catches attention anymore. It's like 1.7K likes, right? And so that's pretty much it. And then you can add multiple tweets to this if you want to create, or if you want to download them all at once, right? So that's what I do every so often. I only do it I only post like every 3 days on Instagram. But you do this, and then it should load, and now you have both of these, and you can apply the setting to all tweets, and then you just download all tweets, and then you go to Instagram, and then you upload them and post, and it's as simple as that. And that is the main thing. We'll talk about traffic and everything else in a bit, and stories. Oh, okay, so actually one last thing. One more thing that I do on stories is, of course, you upload every post to your story so people on your story see it. But two things to notice. So on here, my stories are just my Twitter feed, right? Like if I promote something, I go to the comments, I screenshot everything except for my face, and then just post it to Instagram because it's just a story, right? And then you can add a link if you want to. But every day on Instagram, I screenshot my tweets for the day. That's all I do is like I go to my phone, I click on the tweet, I screenshot and crop everything except for the words, and then I just upload it to the stories. That's literally it. And that makes sure that I'm active on my stories, because you can see that's right here. It's like I just screenshot this and then crop it so it's only the thing, and then I post it on my story. So now you have active stories. And if you post I did this the other day, but if you post a promotion under a tweet, so your newsletter or lead magnet or a previous article from your newsletter, then you would screenshot all of this, crop out your face, and then post this to your story, and then just add a link to this. And so it's just an easy way. So everything starts on Twitter and then goes onto Instagram in my case. And then I wouldn't do this just yet. But once you get into, like, if you create graphics for your newsletters from the command center outline, which we'll talk about later and how all of this interconnects, that's when like you can start incorporating those, and that adds diversity to your Instagram page because you're creating graphics as well. So when you're writing your newsletter, you keep that in mind. How can I design this in a way that will also fit on Instagram or any other place, right? So that's how to repurpose content for Instagram.